You may want to move to Alaska to enjoy the beautiful landscapes, or to live around wildlife, or to enjoy the outdoor activities that Alaska has to offer. But what about those videos that tell you to be careful when you come to Alaska because you can get stuck and stranded here with no way out? You'll run out of money and find yourself living on the streets because it's so difficult and expensive to leave Alaska. If you decide to move from South Carolina to Utah with no money and no plans and no job, or you decide to move from California to Boston with no money and no plans and no job, you're going to get stuck for a while if you want to go home, and you're going to have to wait before you can get back home because airlines don't give out free tickets, and they haven't invented time travel yet. The same goes if you move to Alaska with no money and no plans and no job. Things tend to be expensive when your pockets are empty. It is true that Alaska can be a bit more expensive to leave, depending on the time of the year, because of the distance. And I'm certainly not suggesting that anyone should move to Alaska or anyone should move to any other state with no money and no job and no plans. But if you decide to make that bad decision, or if you run out of money while you're here, you don't always have to pay $800 for a one-way ticket back to Omaha. Most people who get stuck in Alaska and have no way out fall into the drug scene and become homeless. But even last year, the state of Alaska offered to fly any homeless person who was not originally from Alaska back to their home state for free. If you move to Alaska and run into hard times and run out of money, or if you came to Alaska without a job and without any money, and for some unexplainable reason you were unable to get a job at Taco Bell, the best way to get out is to wait until tourist season ends in October, when the plane ticket prices drop from $700 to $200. You may have to call family or friends to loan you $200, or you may have to work at McDonald's for 3 days to save that money. But this is not something you wouldn't experience being stranded in any other state. So don't believe all the hype or drama other videos may put out to make a boring topic more exciting. And don't move to another state with no money and no job because you think you're a pelican and can roam the earth living life from day to day without thinking about tomorrow. However you plan your move and whatever decisions you make while moving are going to affect what you can and can't do when you move to another state, regardless if you're moving to a state next door or to a state across the country. Moving to Alaska is no different than moving to any other state except for the time it takes you to get there and to get back home. Oh, and you may find a polar bear hiding in the airplane's overhead baggage bin on your way to Alaska. But I'll just leave those types of videos for someone else to make.